guys, it's Jen. Today I have something a little bit different to share with you. I'm using the Felicity Jane Feels Like Home Kit, and I'm going to make a few really simple cards. I always am finding myself needing cards, and I hardly ever make them, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to do that. And I think a really great way and something that's really easy for card making is using Project Life or these little 3x4 cut apart cards for your card front. So I'm going to use these in combination with the stamps and a few of the embellishments to make a couple of really simple cards. So I have some card bases already. You could use any cardstock that you have or whatever though. And I'm just creating a standard size card, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I'm going to do one with this card that says love. And then one I'm going to use this lined card, and to make it stand out from the white background, I'm going to put it on this wood grain piece that I've just cut down to fit from the pattern papers. And the back side of this card is super cute too. I might change my mind, but we'll see. So let me show you this card first because I kind of already have an idea in mind, and I think that I might layer up this little piece behind it. So what I'm going to do is take the stamps, and I'm just going to make this card say love you, but I'm going to have it be a little bit more intricate. So there is a stamp that says love this, and I'm going to cut it in half. It will be just fine. And what I'm going to do is stamp the word. It's going to say love, love, love you. So there's this little stamp that also says, it has a heart and a U on it. Let me show you that one right there. And I'm going to stamp that below the word love. So I'm going to kind of nestle the word love right up in and under, like where the O and the V meet. And I think I'm going to just use some black ink so it will stand out. So I'll just ink that up. Stamp that down. And now I'm going to take the other little phrase that says, it has a heart and the word you. I'm going to ink that up as well. And I'm going to stamp it a little to the right. So now it says love, love, love you, kind of. And I also, I think, want to incorporate some little hearts. So I have a few options. There are some wood veneer hearts. I think that's what I want to use that were included in the kit. Let's see if I want to use them as is or if I want to colorize them. I pulled out a few different things and put it in my little container here so that I could see what I wanted to use. I could use an actual heart as well, if like this larger heart. Kind of feel like it's a little too big maybe. There's also this stripy one, which is really cute. I think I'm gonna leave it and do the wood veneer hearts. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down. So this is really crooked. I think I just hand trimmed this piece. I'm going to make it so it's slightly smaller than 5 1/2. Or 4 1/4, sorry. I'll make it about 4 inches wide. And it is about just over 2 inches tall. Okay, like I said, these are going to just be really simple. Do that. Now, if I do this, it might be okay to have the larger heart because I've got some open space up here, so it doesn't feel as wrong. Let's see, I'm going to scatter a few little hearts. I think I want to incorporate a little bit of a different color, so I don't want it to be so monochromatic. So maybe I want to include, maybe I want to make these little hearts red. Let's use 3 different sizes. When I'm scattering things, I like to do 2 close together and then 1 kind of further apart. I don't know, I'm not loving it. So I thought that a fun way to, maybe I'll use one of these. No. A fun way to adhere this little card on is washi tape. So I pulled out some washi tape. Now if I can find it on my desk. From a previous kit. Oh, here it is. It's this gold glittery. Just gonna rip it off and use that to adhere the card. So I'm actually going to adhere it with some adhesive, but then I'll tape it also so it looks like it's just taped down. So just centering that. Okay, so that looks okay. So now I'm just going to add in my hearts. And I think I do want to color them. Maybe I just want to color them white and keep it really simple. So I'm going to figure out what color I want to color them and then I'll come right back. Okay, so I've decided to do them pink. I'm going to use this spray mist from Mr. Huey's called Piglet. It's an older mist, so I don't know if it's still available, but you could use any pink color. I'm just using an old box from one of my Felicity Jane kits as my little misting area. And I'm just going to spray them. So it's kind of like a bright, really bright pink. We'll see if it works. If not, I can always paint them. So while I was waiting for these little hearts to dry, I stitched a little bit underneath the words just to give some little interest to the card. I want to keep it simple, but I don't want it to be too plain. I got a little impatient and stuck the hearts on before they were dry and smudged it a little, but I'm just going to try to cover it up when I actually glue them down. So I'm going to use some Scotch Quick Dry adhesive in a fine line bottle and just apply a little bit of glue to the back of these wood pieces. And I'm going to call this one done. Like I said, I want to keep it really simple. And actually, maybe I'll just add the tiniest bit of Heidi Swapp Gold Color Shine. Just tiny little, well, not tiny. Just a few little droplets. Let's make one of these ones bigger to match. Okay. So on this one, I thought I could use the sentiment, "When I'm with you, it feels like home." This is the Feels Like Home kit. And I was going to use one of the little puffy houses from the puffy stickers that were included in the kit as the word home. So this little pink one right here. And so what I'm going to do for the words is I'm going to use a paintbrush and some paint, just some cheap watercolor paint, to do my sentiment here. Just trying to find the brush that I want. I have a couple of brushes that are pretty thin. I like the really super thin ones, so this is a 3/0 detail brush. And I'm just going to pull out my watercolors. I have just some really cheap watercolors. You can get these at Michael's or any place like that. We're going to use this house. Let's try to match that corally pink. So I'm going to mix this orange with this peach right here. I hope you can see that. And I'm totally just going to eyeball this and hope that it turns out fine. And it's nice because I have the lines, so let's see. And if you're not familiar with brush script, then you could handwrite this, you could print it, you could do whatever you wanted. And again, this isn't going to be perfect. Let's see. I don't usually do capital letters. I know that's like an L, but I'm going with it. This is something that I have practiced a lot. I've been obsessed with brush script lately. I actually have a class that I'm working on that's an introduction to brush script, so look for that coming soon. I've struggled with my K's, but I think I finally got them in a place where I like them. Okay, so now I have that brush script on there. Let's see if the house fits. So I'm going to glue this down to the card front. And I'm also going to glue this down. And I'm centering it this time. I think I'm going to use the tape again. I like that. You know what? I think I'm just going to leave it like that and call it done. So those are two really simple cards, and it's just an easy way to use the little 3x4 cut aparts on cards like that. And of course you can make up your own sentiment, but quite often there are sentiments on the stamp set that you can use, like we are family, or my people, or you know, happy together, or, you know, smile, stuff like that. And so they're really fun to use on cards as well. So thanks so much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed, and we'll see if I make any card videos in the future, but here you go. And be sure to check out felicityjane.com for more information about the kits, and the design team posts every weekday, and so there's always great inspiration to be found. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.